Astrid. Astrid!
What's up, you guys? Welcome to The Long Dark, episode 1 of the story. For right now, there's no subtitles on because I'm playing on the PlayStation 4, and for these major cutscenes, the subtitles go way too fast, and I don't know how to fix it. But I'm going to lay low here because there's some dialogue, and I'll turn subtitles on as soon as I can after these first 2 major cutscenes that we're about to see.
The Joker. Seems about right. Feels like another record cold snap on the way. I'd better get a fire going before the pipes freeze up again.
So this is the gameplay. It's kind of very Resident Evil-like. We go around picking up objects and making use of them around the environment. So we gotta get a fire going because winter is like the whole thing. The story is called Winter Mute. And look at this, 75% chance. The menus go into heavy detail, and this little loading wheel, if you want to call it, a lot of stuff in this game uses this. It's by no means a perfect game, but the blizzard sounds and the weather environment really are everything.
I did it.
And my objective here is to try to lay low and just have very subdued commentary. Because we are alone in the wild, or soon to be, with just us and our thoughts.
Damn, I was right. Pipes froze up again.
Just grabbing some food and stuff.
Cheap electric crap. Never works when you need it.
The bathroom, you can search the trash cans, there's newspaper. None of this stuff really matters because we're not going to be in this hangar long. But yeah, we are Will Mackenzie, a pilot. Search the hatch of the plane just to get it over with.
Well, here we are, old girl. Your best flights may be behind you, but you're still beautiful to me. And anyways, you're all I've got. I'd sure love to give you one last great adventure. I don't remember needing my parka this early in the season. It seems to get colder every year.
A candy bar. Nuts and stuff. Chocolate and nuts. Delicious. And now it's nap
Pretty
time.
late in the day. Guess I could take a nap.
You hear the wind outside? The sounds are so well done in this. And there's so much about this. I've been watching a long play, so I'm not totally blind on this. I've never beaten it myself. Phone's ringing, dude.
Who could that be?
Anyway, I'll finish my thoughts when the game actually picks up. Enjoy the 2 major cutscenes.
Jackrabbit Remote Transport, Mackenzie speaking.
I told her not to come up. I told her you couldn't fly in this weather. For once, will you not be so damn
Whoa,
stubborn and
whoa,
listen?
slow down, Maureen. What are you talking about?
She just showed up. Said you'd see her. Said you'd fly her north. I know you need the money. The weather service...
It's okay, Maureen. I've got it from here.
Hello, Will.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while, I know.
Yeah, years. I haven't heard from you since...
I know. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't important.
Well, what brings you... I mean, are you sick?
No, not me. But I need to get to someone who is.
Right. So you're still a doctor?
Yes, I'm still a doctor.
I thought that after... Why are you here?
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
Great
and
Bear? There's nothing there anymore. Not since...
I know. But I have to get there.
Still trying to save the world, huh?
Somebody has to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mackenzie, look, Will, I didn't come here to fight about the past. I need a pilot to take me somewhere remote. Someone who won't ask too many questions. Someone I can trust.
Wait, questions? Astrid, are you in trouble?
Are you gonna help me or not?
What's in the case?
See, there's that thing about no questions, remember?
What's in the case, Astrid?
No questions.
Look, the weather out there is bad. Bad. But it's getting worse. You walk in here after years. I could have been dead. You could have been. And then you show up and you want me to just risk my life flying into the middle of the great northern nowhere to deliver you in some mystery metal case to some remote wilderness outpost, all because you walked in here and asked me to?
Yes.
Astrid, you can't bring him back.
This isn't about that.
I know how hard it's been.
No. You don't know, Mackenzie. You don't know anything.
You don't think I feel it too?
Are you gonna take me or not? The longer I wait, the worse it'll get. Damn it. I don't have time for this.
Wait. The worse what we'll get? Why do I have a feeling you're not talking about the weather?
Because I'm not.
Throw your bags in the plane. I'll get started on pre-flight. Better buckle up tight, because it's going to be a rough ride.
Again, I apologize for the subtitles. We got one more cutscene before I can turn them on.
Let's see. 2 people plus enough fuel to get us out to Great Bear and back leaves... almost no capacity for cargo. If we're too heavy, we'll burn through our fuel before we get there. I'll have to be careful about what else I take with me.
Well, we gotta take Astrid's stuff.
The mysterious case. Astrid definitely doesn't want to talk about what's inside. Which means she's probably not supposed to have it. Astrid's traveling pretty light. Wherever she's going, she must not be planning to stay long.
All right, now we have a choice. They have to go in the plane. We can only take one of these 3 things. Food, first aid, or a distress pistol.
Water, energy bars, purification tablets. Breakfast of champions.
I'm taking the food.
Astrid's a doctor, so we're covered there. But it's probably best to have some extra meds just in case. The distress pistol kit is heavy, but I'd hate to end up in an emergency situation without it.
There's a little side quest early on where we could get a distress pistol, so I'm not too worried about that.
Just need to grab my parka and we can go.
There we go. Weight limit is maxed out for the plane. Let's grab the parka and watch that cutscene, and then subtitles are going on.
I see you're still wearing it.
Huh? Wearing what?
Your ring. Our ring.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I just forgot to take it off.
I wear mine too.
Why?
Memories, I guess.
I thought you wanted to forget.
Not all of it.
Look. I should have looked for you.
It's okay. I've kept busy. I've moved on.
You sure? Because this all seems pretty familiar. You still working with that researcher? Dr. What's his name?
No. No, I'm not working at the center anymore.
Well, then where?
I'm working on my own. Freelance, you could say.
Freelance doctor. That sounds legit.
I don't question your life choices, Mackenzie. Plenty of things you could be doing besides hanging out in your dad's old plane and drinking in the daytime.
Hey, we had a lot of good times in this plane. And it's under control.
I know, okay? I'm not here to fight, really.
I think about him all the time, you know?
I know you do.
What I did. The choice I made. I did it for us.
You don't have to. Let's just not...
No. It's important that you hear this. There's things I need to say.
Mackenzie, not now. There's...
Just let me tell you.
Will, shut up for a second. Something's wrong.
That is not good.
What's going on?
Power's gone. Whole electrical system looks fried.
Shit! What's happening?
No power means we're going down. Hold tight.
Will?
Now here we are, back where we were. 12 hours later, I guess.
Astrid. Astrid! I must have gone right through the windshield. Trees broke my fall. Oh, mostly.
Alright, so subtitles are going on because they work fine from here on, unless there's a major cutscene like those two we just saw. I've yet to run into one though, because I've never beaten the game. But yeah, the in-game cutscenes work perfectly fine, or subtitles rather, work fine. So now, immediately we have to bandage
Gotta stop that blood loss.
the left hand that we saw him pull a thing out of. There's that loading wheel again. And now we have to scrounge for cloth, primarily. Cloth and wood. We gotta get a fire going to escape the cold. We need tinder, sticks, everything that you would need to build a fire. But the cloth we have to turn into bandages.
Find some place to escape this cold.
Because his right leg, right hand, and his left as well, but we just bandaged that one. So yeah, we're basically dying right now. And you notice down in the bottom left, the temperature gauge is just dropping drastically. It's in the red. So we're at a hypothermic risk any second now. Yeah, now it's completely red. Just grabbing all this cloth, and there's a cave over here. Whoops, get the cedar wood too. Alright, this cave will protect us from the wind. And now we should be able to place a fire somewhere. Now we just gotta pray that it works, because remember, 95% chance, okay. It can fail though, even with that 5% chance. It actually happened to me before. I practiced a little bit on the casual difficulty, but this is all normal settings.
Come on.
It's a little weird that the plane fire can't warm you up and you have to build a campfire.
I don't feel so good.
Alright, now time is
I need to rest
time
up.
is everything in this game. We got 15 minutes left of the fire, we gotta add to it. But we also need to craft bandages of the cloth. So I'm gonna craft them. Oh crap, I should have paid attention to the time. The fire might be out now. But let's go ahead and bandage the... Well, it doesn't matter. It all has to be bandaged up or we're dead. 2 minutes. Okay, add fuel. Just sticks. There you go. Top left, 1 hour and 26 minutes. We're going to need to wait longer than that, so just keep beefing it up. Okay, so now if you look at the bottom left... Well, in a second here. Alright, 4 hours. That's good. Yeah, the heat is getting better, so yeah, the temperature is getting back to normal. The next thing is your alertness. Let's get more bandages, because we still got the right side to tend to. but we're also afflicted with pain, which I'll show in a second here. It's just you gotta act quick. See, sprained wrist and pain. Pain for 3 hours and 8 minutes. That's basically like every 2 or 3 seconds is an in-game minute. So that pain isn't gonna go away without painkillers or herbal teas that we don't have. So we have to wait it out. At least there might be other ways to do this intro part, but yeah, you have a cooking slot next to every fire, so we have a recycled can, but nothing to put in it right now. I love this aspect of it, though. And you can also boil unsafe water, which actually is not a bad idea. Any snow that you accrue throughout your walking around, you can melt and purify. So, since we have to actually wait this out, you can actually pass time in the Campcraft menu, playing cards. So, well, we've got the snow melting. That water would be nice to drink. Hopefully I don't overdo it. You can hear it bubbling. Oh, it's gone. I think I killed it. Yeah, whoops. Well, that's gone. Definitely take the can. So yeah, our temperature is good. Look at the bottom left one. It's fully full. Our alertness or tiredness is doing okay. 53. Okay, we gotta pass time for an hour. But yeah, then we have thirst and hunger. And that's this whole game. It's survival without the horror elements. There you go on the right. Pain is healed on both sides. So we're good to go. We're warmed up. Let's get the heck out of here. And then, of course, you have your overall health below all of those things. So I'm going to gather some sticks, because...
I could probably climb that.
yeah, this is the thing. If you tried to climb out of here while you were still afflicted with pain, you won't make it. His arms are too weak. So you have to ride out that timer. But we should be good now. But we gotta move because that temperature is dropping. When you see the triple arrows going down on the bottom left there, it's not good. So these rose hips will come in handy later. They make an anti-inflammatory tea to help manage pain if ever we get it from encounters with wildlife or whatever. Weight management is a thing in this game too. You can only carry so much, otherwise you get sprained ankles and things. So yeah, just gathering a couple and climbing our way up. Back to where the plane actually is.
I think I'm gonna make it.
So again, it's not a perfect game by any means. It doesn't look that great, but it's also an artistic direction, of course. But
Finally made it.
the sounds are what really sell me, and that intro cutscene, or two cutscenes if you want to call it that. I don't know, it kind of roped me in. But I've played enough and I've watched other people far enough to know that not all the voice acting is that great, but it's still not bad, really.
My plane. Not sure which of us looks worse. Poor girl. This isn't how things were supposed to end.
Alright, no sign of Astrid.
I've been looking for you.
We're gonna need to build a fire again soon.
Astrid's pack. Locked. Whatever's in this case, Astrid was ready to die for it. I hope she hasn't already died for it.
Yeah, like I said, I've only played on the casual difficulty, and I'm noticing immediately how much faster this temperature is dropping. But I like it because I got pretty far on the casual setting. And It was too easy. Okay, everything's equipped clothing-wise. And here's the food that we packed. Whatever choice you made. I mean, this is all self-explanatory. Water purification, water itself.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
And energy bars. And obviously, if you chose the first aid kit, there would be a lot of painkillers around. And the emergency pistol if you chose that. But we're good right now. We just gotta watch this temperature. The flare is good. So again,
Too cold to think.
the visuals are not that amazing, like nothing to really write home about, but at the same time, it's still... Like, there's been moments of this, especially when the blizzards really kick up, that I actually get a chill down my
definitely
spine.
pass through here. And in a hurry.
Oh, this stuff is... I don't know what it's used for yet. I haven't gotten that far. You hear that wind, though? That's why we're playing this. And it just gets better when this... Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That's time. You gotta really read what's on screen. I thought it was just a normal stick at first. Crap. Yeah, we're at a hypothermia risk. There should be a campfire right over here by the rabbits. And now it's telling you could throw rocks at rabbits, but I don't want to do that. But you can scare them. Of course, they are a food source, and there's easier ways to catch them later if you need to. But right over here, there should be a campfire already going.
Someone's been here recently.
Oh no.
Could it have been Astrid?
So that's changed. On easy, it's already here. We gotta do it. I'm screwed if I don't. Let's hope that it works. 75% chance of success. You can cycle through your Tinder and everything to change some of these things. But that looks like the best we're gonna get, so just hope that it works.
Come on.
It's a weird mechanic, the wheel.
It worked.
But at the same time, it does serve its purpose of kind of like, you don't really know if it's gonna work or not. So let's warm this up. We're not gonna warm up too fast without anything protecting us from the wind. This is crazy. On easy, you don't have to do this. You can go straight to the next main chunk of the game without having to worry about the cold. And there's even a hard difficulty. I forget what they called it. And there's also just straight survival mode that has no story at all. It's just survive. I haven't messed with that yet, but since we gotta wait, we should probably eat. See, even eating has a wheel. There's times where it gets frustrating. But overall, I have yet to be severely annoyed by this game or anything. Drink some soda. It does a little bit of hunger, but mostly thirst, thirst you really gotta watch out for. Every morning after you sleep, you're basically dying of thirst. But that boiling water thing, that really comes in handy. You see that shield on the top of the screen in the center? That means that you are in a safe zone and nothing's gonna attack you. I think that's what that means anyway. Yeah, like, the trees blowing, it doesn't look anything special, but the sounds are everything about this. We're really not warming up at all, so let's just pass some time. I'm gonna try to not cut too much out, because that kind of defeats the whole point. Oh, he's yawning, so we're at like half energy right now too, so we gotta move. Grab some more of this stuff.
Astrid, where did you go?
Yeah, cold, energy, and thirst are really gonna get us if we don't get to where we need to be. And look at that, that's a wolf. Chewing on a dead deer.
Whoa, is that a wolf? I better keep my distance.
See that wind effect of the snow blowing? I love that kind of stuff. I fall asleep all the time watching weather sound videos and things like this.
Whoa. Looks like some kind of radio tower. It must be closer to civilization than I thought.
And in the audio settings, actually, I turned everything down slightly with the environment sounds at the highest volume. Just out of preference. Some more rabbits, but just take it to scare them if I need to. I don't know if they attack you, actually. I don't see why they would.
Fingers feel numb.
Yeah, we're getting cold. Werewolves are basically the threat of this game. And bears at some point, but I haven't gotten that far. This is cool too. They got little trail signs. If you've ever played Firewatch, there's elements here that kind of are like that. But I like that this is just straight survival without zombies or any kind of weird umbrella experiments, you know?
Whoa. Someone's just sitting here, frozen. What the hell? Great, a town. Maybe I can find help there.
So yeah, I don't know if this tower has a purpose later on. But for now, we gotta hurry. We're at a hypothermic risk. Down there on the bottom left. But we gotta get to this town. And there's a long bit of dialogue coming up that's... The voice acting is kind of hit and miss.
Look. Smoke from that chimney. That means someone's home.
But yeah, very soon it's just gonna be us alone out here with our thoughts.
Hello? Anyone out there? This whole area looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
There's something behind this house I want to pick up, but I'm too worried about the hypothermia thing, so let's just go in. The loading screens into the houses are not long, but it's coming back outside that I'm going to have to start trimming down. I'm going to leave this one in because I'm talking, but yeah. I hope that this ends up being somewhat of a relaxing Let's Play.
Anybody here?
But let's listen to this lady. She's got a lot to say.
Hey. Hey, wake up. Holy shit! Wait! Hold your fire!
Get back.
Okay. Just take it easy.
Why are you here?
I saw the smoke from your chimney.
Outsider.
What?
Thought so. Mainlander. Outsider. I don't recognize your voice, and you haven't left like the others. So, must be a mainlander. Someone who doesn't know any better.
My plane, I crashed in the mountains nearby. I'm looking for someone who crashed with me. A friend. She might be injured.
I haven't seen her.
Listen, could you maybe point that gun someplace else?
You think because my eyes are covered, I can't see you? Make the wrong move, say the wrong thing. you'll see how good a shot I am.
I don't doubt it.
The others are all gone. If you're here, things must be worse than they thought.
Name's Mackenzie, by the way. And you are?
I had a name once. But for years, the townsfolk have called me Grey Mother. A name takes on its own life. Such that at one point, the name becomes the thing it belongs to. Then the old names fade. Can only be remembered by the young and the true.
So, I should call you...
You should call me Grey Mother also.
Where are we?
Milton. A forgotten town, deep in the mountains. You're far from home.
But, where are we on Great Bear? My plane came down in a storm, and my compass was acting funny.
I've lived here all my life. Not much use for the outside world. Milton's the last of the old mountain towns. Now, it's almost impossible to get to. Or get out of. Only people left here are either too poor or too proud to leave.
Which are you?
I have what I need. At least I did, before the bad man came. Now I'm not sure I have enough to get through the winter.
I need to find my friend, but I'll do what I can to help.
My mind is fuzzy. Some things come through so sharp, others like a dream. Let me think. Let me rest. Maybe I can pull some memories out of the fog. Maybe I can find something that could help you find your friend.
The town seems so quiet. Does anyone still live here?
Not many. After the earthquakes, less. After last night, even fewer.
Where did everyone go?
That I cannot say. All I know is that I heard screams and could smell smoke for most of the night.
You mentioned smelling smoke?
Someone came here. One of the townsfolk. Tried to convince me to leave. They said there were houses burning in the town. They said people were scared and were leaving for the coast. On foot. Foolish plan. But that's what they said to do. After the quakes. If there was ever another emergency, go to the coast and help will come. They wanted me to go with them. But I'm not ready to leave Milton.
They left you here? Alone?
I'm not alone. I have my Lily.
Lily?
Never mind.
Sitting here with a rifle in your hands. You expecting trouble?
Trouble. Trouble found me.
You mean the storm?
The bad men. The bad men came. Took my things. Tried to take my house. They thought they were safe. Because Grey Mother can't see. They were wrong.
Who are the bad men?
The men, they passed through town. The night of the storm. The night of the lights.
I'm looking for my friend. She crashed with me when my plane came down in the mountains. Do you think she could have come through and been caught by these bad men?
I can't say for sure. Is your friend a survivor?
Yes. She is.
Then there is always hope.
The bad men. Did they try to hurt you?
Everyone thinks being old means you're weak, but they underestimated Grey Mother.
It seems they did. I crashed without much food or gear myself. And if these bad men cleaned you out, we're gonna need to find some food and fuel, or neither of us is gonna make it through the next few days. You have any idea where we could find some supplies?
The bad men took everything. And the others in town who would have helped me are gone. The ones left will have their own worries. It's up to you, outsider.
I'll do what I can, but I'll need your help. There must be somewhere in town to get food, fuel, the essentials.
What about your friend? Are you in a hurry to find her?
Yes, I am. And I'll be looking for signs of her. But there's a lot of ground to cover, and without gear, I won't make it. So while I'm looking for supplies, you see what you can remember about the Night of the Lights, and if she might have passed through town. That way, maybe we can help each other.
Okay, outsider. Grey Mother can't promise she can unlock the secrets in the dark cupboards of her mind. But she'll try.
You keep calling me a mainlander. Why?
It's what you are, isn't it? From the mainland, an outsider. You don't really belong here, do you?
Okay, but you sound bitter about it.
We lost everything in the collapse. People didn't realize how dependent we'd become. Some were fine with it. Others didn't want the scraps from your table. Created deep rifts in families, communities, scars that never healed. The mainland had become our lifeline, and it was suddenly cut. And so, we suffered.
I guess I don't know much about that history.
I'm not surprised. You mainlanders have always been focused on your own story. Only interested in Great Bear when it had something to give you. If you can't cut it down or dig it out of the ground, what use is it to you?
What really happened here? Seems like people were here recently. Where did they go? Why didn't they call for help or just drive out?
The power went out. Who knows the reason? People started to get cold, hungry. They panicked, started to talk crazy. Others walked here from the highway. Some belonged here. Others were outsiders, like you.
Did anyone see a woman? Brown hair, would have had a tan jacket, a scarf with birds on it. Possibly injured.
There was an outsider woman. I heard her pass through. She wasn't alone. There were angry voices and... But the storm was too loud.
Voices?
I lost the voices and I couldn't get them back.
The power seems out all over town.
The power's always been spotty here, since the quakes. No money to fix the broken stuff left behind. And nobody from the mainland seemed to care enough to do anything about it.
I'm sure someone will come and fix it.
Nobody's coming to save Milton.
How can you be so sure?
I've learned to hear the difference between something quiet and something abandoned. This goes deeper than just a stillness. It feels like the moments before the world goes to sleep. We're just the last ones left awake to notice it.
Before, you mentioned hearing voices. Do you remember what you heard?
Memories are gray, misty. I'm trying to remember. It was windy. The blizzard was already waking up. But I heard yelling. A scream.
Was it a woman's voice?
I'm not sure. The voices were thin, far. The blizzard was waking up. Soon there was only wind and darkness. I don't know. I don't remember. It's all cloudy now.
Okay. Well, any idea how I can get out of this town? I need to find help.
The old quake closed down most of the roads in and out of town. That was years ago. Blizzard just swept through town after the power went out. As for help, you won't find any out there. You're on your own. We both are.
All right, that's finally the end of her dialogue tree. But yeah, Chapter 3, Grey Mother. Why did we not warm up? I thought maybe that freezes his time, and I didn't realize. We could add some heat to this fire, though. This one, yeah, the duration is infinite, though. She always has a fire going, so that's good. So for this first chapter, this is kind of our home base now. And we gotta bring supplies for her, both in terms of food and wood and other fire-starting things. So yeah, now it's kind of just exploring this rundown, abandoned Milton for exactly that, supplies, and we got to keep in mind our status. So yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot more of that wheel, and this is kind of the part where this game is not going to be for everybody. But this is important, though. Everything you need to know about sewing.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Now we have a new side objective, repair clothing items, and that's essential because clothing has durability, every single thing. There's lots of junk in here, no candy bars. But we also, now that we have talked to Grey Mother, Lily's trunk key, that's a thing for later on. But we now have access to the map of Milton, which we did not have before. And unfortunately, because this is not on PC, there's no hotkey. I have to bring it up through this radial dial. But let's go ahead and eat some stuff. This is our chance to kind of recover before we go back out. It's what I like. I like the relatability of this. Drinking up the water because that also eases weight in the backpack a lot. It's very easy to boil too much water and
Can't have too much water.
be carrying around way too much stuff. So here's her fridge. There's a nice cooking pot and a can. And we can't search any of the cabinets in here, but we can search the freezer. So any kind of venison or something we might want to put in there. We don't really have much on us. See, we need 8,000 something. I don't know what unit it is. It's not 8,000 individual pieces. It's whatever. Just to explain it, I'll leave this load in, give you an idea of how long it is each time you step outside of a house. Like, that's the one thing that can get annoying. Intestinal parasites. But yeah, so you get these clues about things that could happen to you and what you can do about it. Just what every modern game does on the loading screens anymore. But yeah, when it dims like this, you're getting close now. But for this first section, yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. See, 0 out of 12. That 12 means 12 hours of burn time. So I'm just gonna shove everything, except for the matches, because if night falls, we'll need them. So that's already 5.85 hours. So this is actually pretty easy, and let's pull up that map. Here we are, and the gas station is our main objective. Seems like a fairly nice day, just whatever wind. This credit union, let's check this out first. I think this is a shutdown notice on here. Yeah. So these letters you'll find scattered around, and you could read them if you want, but certain ones trigger side quests. Usually they're just hidden suitcases, caches, whatever you want to call them, that have various supplies in them. I don't think the side quests really go much beyond that. But, let's grab some more tinder and things. So yeah, basically you're constantly looking. See, those are worn mittens, and it's worth picking up even stuff that's beaten and battered, and I'll show you why. Probably towards the end of this video. Because I want to get to the gas station. There's another guy we got to talk to. He has way less dialogue than Grey Mother, though. Just looking, there should be a soda can over here, I thought. Yeah, this is basically what you do. You just explore everything. Grab what you can. If you feel like reading the description of everything, you can. Yeah, that radial dial is just kind of the one weird thing. That and the load screens, maybe.
Excellent.
You know, some 7-Up, Sprite. The food and drinks tend to repeat, like, almost already. It's all various soda and candy bars and stuff. And then obviously meat, eventually, that you can cook for yourself. We need a pry bar for that one, okay. So yeah, kind of, you could see it as boring, and that's fully understandable. This is an experiment to see how this goes. But I can't wait for the moments.
This stuff will come in handy.
Coffee is good. That has a fatigue reduction benefit to it. Kind of like Breath of the Wild, how cooking up certain recipes gave you a perk for a certain duration.
Can't get in here yet.
We need the bank vault code. But this one we can actually crack, just like a normal set of tumbler locks. Just kind of trial and error, and I think this is random every file. You just gotta be real careful you don't overshoot it. Crap. There it is. Okay. That took a lot of concentration. But yeah, it's just a lot of tinder in there. Or not tinder, but the other category, whatever. Starter? I can't remember. I think depending on the difficulty you select, there might be less stuff in here. But so far it seems pretty much consistent with the casual difficulty. But there is a very important room in here, and that is this office. The bank manager's office. Cloth is very good, and we'll see why. Well, you know it can craft bandages, that's one good thing about it. But this drawer has the bank manager's house key. There's a house here.
Must be the key to the bank manager's house.
That has the Canadian flag. And now we can open it where normally it's locked.
Thank goodness.
So So yeah, any bit of food. Remember, we gotta feed Grey Mother too. And it's how we advance to the next part of the story, so we kinda have to. Alright, there is another important building out here. The post office. And there's random houses too, but... yeah, I don't think I'm worried too much about the loads into the houses. It's brief enough. But like I said, I think the meat of this is going to be when we're really doing long treks in the snow and when the blizzards pick up and you just have all those sounds. Here's another skill book. This is actually a side quest. Anytime that music chimes in, it wants us to prepare some of that tea.
Could end up being useful.
Wool socks are better than what we're wearing, probably. But yeah, for right now, I just kind of want to get to the gas station, talk to the next guy, and then from there, we kind of have a nice chunk of do what we want.
This'll come in handy.
Yeah, driving gloves, they're going to be useless in the cold, but they have another use, which we will get to. I think that's pretty much it for the post office. There's all these little lock boxes, but they're not... you can't interact with them. Alright. It's like midday out here. Pretty good. And we are headed the right way for the gas station. Let's just do it. So every stalled car can also sprint, but it drains your energy, which is actually getting very low. But yeah, every stalled car you can go in and search the glove box. There could be random stuff on the floor of the cars. And again, it all kind of repeats. Different hoodies, jackets, socks, candy bars. Look at that. Is that a moose or a deer? I can't tell from over here. And I mean, obviously the graphics aren't anything to really write home about, but it gets the job done.
Lay down.
So let's go meet this other guy. I like this guy's voice. Grey Mother was kind of hit and miss. This guy's got a cool voice, I think. And he's a little bit interesting. Kind of pops up randomly. This is our mecca right now. This has all the food, and this storm lantern is going to become incredibly useful. And yeah, there's candy bars and all kinds of things. But let's go ahead and talk to this dude. I like his voice a lot.
Well, another stranger. Have you escaped the town?
Escape the town? No, I just arrived.
Not a refugee from the highways, then. You look weary, traveler. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. But you can call me Methuselah. I'm here to witness the passing of an age.
What do you mean, the passing?
Don't you see the signs?
What is this town? I don't recall seeing it on any maps.
This is Milton. Paradise Lost. It's a town of the old world, discarded, left behind. You won't find much hope.
I need to find my friend.
I'm not sure you'll find any friends here.
I'm looking for my friend. She was with me when my plane crashed. But it looks like she must have made it out alive. Have you seen anyone pass by here?
Many people have passed. All have gone into the town. I haven't seen any come back.
Any idea why all the cars are stalled and left behind?
They all stopped running. People abandoned them. Nothing but metal coffins now.
You always this cheerful?
My heart weeps for you, stranger. My days are nearly finished, but you'll have to live with what remains.
You seem oddly familiar, old man.
Is that right?
Yeah. And this whole place feels strange and empty.
The quakes changed everything here years ago. Great Bear's back was broken, and it's been laid low ever since.
Then what are you still doing here?
Aren't we here to witness an apocalypse of an apocalypse, you and I? No one thought the world would end this way, but how could they not have seen it?
It's probably just a storm. Power failure. I'm sure everything will be back to normal in a few days.
I'm not sure anything will ever be back to normal. Go safely, and good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I wish I had that dude's voice. But yeah, this energy drink right here, I might actually need it. A boost to stamina and reduces fatigue, but then you get headaches. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, so look at our energy down there on the bottom left now. We got that little plus perk next to it. It's probably gonna crash just like real life. But yeah, let's find all the crackers and canned food. What is this? A paddle? Yeah, you can break it down if you have the right tool and get wood. Costs time though, and time is everything. Just like real life, really. Can of peaches in here. The quality is kind of random every time. Could be new, moldy, old. Standard fare crackers. Moldy, even. But hey, it counts. Lots of dog food over here. Grey Mother seems like the type that would eat some banged up dog food and not care. Weekend too, of course. Sardines, ugh. You know, not too long ago... Ooh, beef jerky, yeah. New. Man, that actually sounds really good right now. Orange soda. But yeah, I was actually walking at night alongside the road not too long ago because something weird that happened with my car that I don't really want to get into. I had to walk home. Nuts and stuff. And instantly it made me think of this game. I think that's about it. Ooh, slushies. Probably all nasty. The bathroom sometimes holds gems. Like sports socks. Cloth is very good, and definitely search the Medican? Bandages, antibiotics. Yeah, all the good stuff. I have yet to need anything in the first aid menu, aside from bandages at the beginning. But I was playing on easy, and in the easy difficulty, wildlife like werewolves don't attack you as much. Oh yeah. Even pick up the crap that seems completely useless for winter weather. And again, I'll show you why. As night falls and we're back with Grey Mother, water is good. Hunger is not dropping. Oh, what just happened? He just moaned. Oh wow, look at that hit to energy. Yeah, oh, there's a visual effect too. Highway robbery. This is the side quest for the pistol that we didn't bring. It's way off the beaten path on a highway. So that's going to be part of its own episode. The trek to that highway. In whatever weather may come. Yeah, there's some visual dizziness here. I guess that's to reflect his headache. I did turn on a setting in the options, though, to reduce crazy camera effects, in case anybody gets motion sickness. Oh yeah, how do you say that? It's toque, right? That's how the Canadians say it. I know some of you are Canadian. We call them beanies. Oh, there's a back entrance. I'm gonna go out the front, though. I think we pretty much cleaned this place out, and that might suffice. And you know what? Let's get our clothing sorted. Looks like it may have gotten a little bit darker. Sometimes you could leave these buildings and the weather is drastically different. And there's certain location triggers, like walking into that wood lot. Might trigger this town of Milton, 1911. Yeah, so the art is obviously different, but there's still something pretty amazing about this. And actually, you know what? This is the perfect time while it's still daylight. The bank manager's house is back here somewhere. It's got the Canada flag on it. There it is. And we have the key. Might as well get this now. This is where we find the bank vault code. Unlocking. And there we go. In my practice here, I had to investigate this house at nighttime. And if you do that, you need tons of matches or a road flare or the storm lantern. But the thing with the lantern is you have to manage its oil supply, and you don't want to burn out and run out.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, can opener's good. This house has a lot of good stuff, actually. So yeah, I guess this is... I'm kind of trying to figure out the flow of this Let's Play myself as we go here. But I guess this is kind of what to expect. Just kind of chilling, talking about whatever comes to mind. And it's going to be this mix of kind of searching...
That'll come in handy.
Random things, which just, again, kind of hit and miss. And then the awesome outdoor stuff. At least as far as weather. There's not very much action that I've seen yet in this game. Ooh. Fresh cooked fish. Could be dinner for the night. But yeah, that's the thing that I like about this. It's not in our dial. I want to just see... Yeah, the menu is a little bit tricky to learn at first. And see, everything has a quality and a weight to it. Okay, we could just eat it off the bat. Let's do it. It didn't actually do as much as I thought. But yeah, our backpack is already too heavy. And as the day goes on, it seems like the weight drops. And if you're well rested, you can carry more. So there's kind of a lot of things at work here.
Stuff will come in handy.
Yeah. If we repair that, that might be better than what we're wearing right now. That, I think, definitely is the wool sweater. So yeah, all of these clothing, good or bad, basically you can break it down, and with that sewing skill, you can repair anything.
I think I can use this.
And you always wear 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of undergarments, 2 shirts, 2 jackets, and then you have 2 hat slots, and then mittens and boots. There's the bank vault code. Let's actually read this one. 1930-08. It's the same every playthrough. But you can't go ahead and do it before finding that. He won't let you. You have to actually find it before you can interact with the vault. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but very subtly in all of these buildings you can hear the wind outside, and I love that effect.
Could end up being useful.
A second sewing kit? Absolutely useful, because all our stuff is pretty worn and tattered right now. Towels, let's break it down. 8 minutes for 2 cloth, using this metal shard that we dug out of our hand at the plane crash. So yeah, everything is a loading radial dial thing like that, so...
What have we here?
Obviously, leather shoes are not useful, but we can make use of them by breaking them down. So yeah, like I said, it's definitely not perfect. It could use more action, I guess. It might not be your cup of tea. I don't know, there's just something about it that really hooked me in. I was also looking at videos of Subnautica, which I know it got better reviews than this game. And a lot of people really love that. And I also ordered it. I have it. And I'm not sure when exactly this is going up, but I also kind of want to do Subnautica. But in comparing both games, watching stuff about it, this one roped me in more, which is weird because I love underwater stuff. Alright, let's see if we can get this up to 12 hours of, man, we don't need any of the cash. Cash is useless in a dead town. All these stacks just get this weight off our back. It doesn't really tell you... Like, it tells you the weight in this menu, but... Oh, 11... Oh, yeah, we're definitely got it. 11.97. Let's just, There it is. The numbers are gone. We did it. Now, back here, you see there's blood on the ground. And if you follow it...
What happened here?
Search every corpse that you find, but more importantly back here is this hatchet. Good for splitting wood and can also be used to hack meat from dead deer and things. So yeah, any kind of table that's wooden or a stool, you can spend some time breaking it down with the hatchet for firewood and stuff. Alright, let's get some of this food off our back and into her fridge, and we should be able to trigger... That gas station pretty much loads you up. So we should be able to trigger the next main objective, basically. And that's what I'm pretty much planning on doing to start things off here, is just focusing on the main waypoints.
It's making me feel tired.
So you can sort this by quality, and pretty much all the near moldy stuff I'm just going to put in here, because it counts. Coffee, I want to hold on to some of that. I have 2, though, right? I don't know. Let's just put 3 in for now. Oh, yeah, I do. It just pulled up on the bottom there. So let's just put those away. The herbal tea is good in a pinch, but... we have a few of those, too, so... Yeah, I wish you could kind of see on this screen if you're close to filling it up for the objective or not. But I definitely want to hold on to some of it, because we need... The better the quality, the better it fills your meters up. Wow, that's only 5,300? Hold on. I mean, there's other houses to explore, but we don't need all of this, especially if we find meat. And one of the next main objectives is going to teach us about rabbits and stuff. Which I really don't want to kill rabbits. And I probably won't, actually. Oh, there we go. It's gone. We did it. Return to Grey Mother. It comes up so spooky. So yeah, now it's clothing repair time, dinner time, and our fatigue is really not good. I'm kind of worried about that, because all this takes time. But on this cooking slot, let's put our pot rather. Whoops, no, I meant to do water in the pot, because you can do up to 2 liters, I think, for an hour. It takes a long time, but that's good, because we need time to do other things. And over here... pretty good on hunger, but let's cycle through this clothing and see what we can repair. Let's see, I see 37%. Oh, there you go. Look at the numbers on the right. So you got cold, windproof, waterproof. This wool sweater is way better, but then again, the shirt we're wearing, this is useless. Ragged t-shirt, but we can go to actions and go to harvest. And in 10 minutes, we'll have a piece of cloth. And cloth is needed to repair the clothing that you actually want. So you see, you kind of sit through this every time. So, might not be your thing. It's a little cumbersome, but once you get used to it, it's kind of easier to understand and manage. I'm curious if we repair his sweater, 95% chance of success. You pick what sewing kit. If you only have one, this select tool doesn't pop up. But again, you got to pay attention to the time that it's taking to do this. Like, see, 25 minutes. Because it's very easy. Remember in the beginning, I missed the water. I was boiling this snow. Okay, so it goes from snow to bad water. And then it needs to boil like another hour. Basically reach a boiling point to boil out all the impurities. So yeah. These driving gloves produce something other than cloth, cured leather, which is needed to repair the boots. Almost every shoe in the game. So absolutely break them down. They're useless as gloves. And one of these mittens we're going to have to go with. And yeah, you just kind of have to keep looking at all the different things. Like, is your hunger going down? Is it actually time to eat something? But that fish we found kind of seemed to hold us over. And see on the top right there, it tells you what time of day it is. Oh, I hear the bubbling. Non-potable, so yeah, it's still crap, but very soon. I don't know if we have time to repair something else. I mean, you have a couple minutes to grab it before it completely evaporates, but let's cook. Some coffee. It'll be ready at the same time as the water, because yeah, look at our fatigue down there. Or fatigue is an effect. The meter itself is tiredness or something. I don't know what it's referred to. Coffee might... I don't know if it does hunger or thirst. Probably barely any of either. Let's drink some water, because we're going to put 2 more liters in there. That's a lot of weight. If you ever tried to lug around water in real life, it really is a lot of weight after a certain point. I love this part, though. I love boiling water sounds. Just this idea of sitting by the fire. I know it's boring. It's probably really stupid to some people, but there's something inviting about it, even in a game. And you can advance time, too. Alright. Let's just take it since we already drank. So now we have 2 liters. Our backpack is probably crazy. Let's drink up the coffee. Yeah, it's barely doing anything for hunger. But we got the benefit of warming up. So if you take that outside, even in a blizzard, your temperature stays pretty much up there for a while.
Have you been able to remember anything else about that night? Anything that might help me find my friend?
I'm back in that night. Wind howling. Voices passing through town. I can hear them. Just outside the window. It's windy, but the voices carry. They are yelling. Her voice, it passes through town. She's running. She's alone, calling for help. But no one comes.
Why didn't anyone help her?
Yes. Why didn't they? They should have found her before it was too late.
Anything else you can remember might help.
They said men came from the tunnel.
What about the tunnel?
The only way out of Milton. The only way through the mountains. It's the only way she could have gone.
On the way into town, there was an old man. Glasses, big beard, walking stick. He seemed a little odd.
Doesn't sound like anyone from Milton. Most of the elderly have gone. Or died. I'm the only one left. The only one from the old days.
The old man outside of town, Methuselah, he said he'd seen other people walking towards Milton.
Other outsiders? It's possible.
Where would they be? Maybe my friend was with them.
If they were outsiders, they might have stayed in the old schoolhouse. In the months after the quakes, people used to huddle there for the warmth of the school's old coal burner. Rare outsider coming through Milton might stay there the night. If your friend came through Milton, chances are she ended up there.
Alright, so that's part 2 of the Grey Mother stuff. We gotta investigate that tunnel, but that's probably gonna be a next time thing. And now, this is available to us, which triggers a side quest to add more fuel and food to both the fire bin and the fridge. And now nighttime is upon us, so we gotta get ready to sleep here. But we'll use this time to sort out this clothing because we need to before we go out on any kind of long adventures out there. So obviously, the decent quality stuff we want to keep. It's at 74%. That's what the asterisk is. That's its quality. So 25% garbage socks. Just rip them up. So yeah, the moon is coming up. You definitely don't really want to be outside at nighttime because that's when the wolves come out. And it gets colder. It's okay, our boots are definitely better than leather shoes. So let's get some cured leather. An hour and 15 minutes though. See, some of this stuff, you really gotta be careful.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
Oh yeah, he's getting real tired. Our coffee's wearing off. We might not have enough energy to finish this. But yeah, sleep works just the same as passing time, only it actually fixes your energy. So yeah, let's just try to get our main stuff as close to 100% as possible. 99%, that's good enough for the boots. I don't know the interval, like how fast they wear down. It's probably difficulty based as well, but yeah, these pants are all ripped up from the crash. We'll do what we can here. But that's pretty much the bulk of what I wanted to get through this first episode, to just give you a taste of, here's the story, this is what's happening. These are the main characters that we're going to be working with for a little bit. Crap, yeah, look at how dark it is. Oh, there we go, we completed a side quest. You gotta just repair a couple pieces of clothing. But, I'm not quite satisfied here. Just yet. Some of this I might start to cut out, but we shouldn't really have a really long repair sewing session to do. But it is a good idea to check every night. Because for a while, Grey Mother here, this is, like I said, our home base for now. And it's a good idea to come as night falls, and that's your time to really sort through your inventory. Which, again, is not the best inventory system. Mackenzie's parka is better than this thing, but one is basically an under jacket. So there we go. Whoops. Yeah, I like it to reflect that. You gotta put it in the right slot. So 2 cloth to repair this one for some reason. 38 minutes, 33%. That's not really gonna do much, but our fatigue is really down there now. 73%, that's good enough for me. So Grey Mother actually has some of the best shirts and boots in the game from something I read, but it involves kind of doing some of that side quest stuff. So the fleece mittens will get rid of the crap ones. I'm not sure if they're already good quality and you harvest them if you get more cloth. Probably say no to that, but... And our beanies or toques, whatever they're called. Kind of repair them and switch their slots. I feel like Mackenzie's one would be better on the outside. should do it for the clothing. Our hunger is at half. Thirst is not good. It's basically going to be dead when we wake up. Unless I address a little bit of it right now. Yeah. I think we're okay. The socks can stay where they're at right now. 74 is not bad. So, alright. Let us sleep and get that energy up. We'll do a full sleep. And when we wake up... Well, actually... Yeah. We will be extremely thirsty. Let's just do 10 hours. No, let's do 12. I can't decide. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that it's somewhat enjoyable. And I will see you for the next episode.